Um, all right. Well, it says I'm live. I don't know if I am. Twitch's little dashboard says I'm live, but it says unstable. I've never seen that before. That's not good. Um, I'm trying to think what might have caused that crash because Voices of the Void, like aside from that weird screen effect that was going on, it, it doesn't. It's not a. It doesn't really seem to be like a like resource intensive game. Like not at all. Maybe it literally was that effect that I think crashed my whole laptop, which would be impressive. Which that would be very impressive. Um, it shouldn't be a driver issue unless they unless Nvidia literally just put out another driver update, which I wouldn't be which it wouldn't surprise me. Um, well, before I actually get like back into the game, I'm going to where's chat? Here it is. Filters. Where are my filters? Scale filtering. It's not locked or anything, so I don't know why I can't find it. All right, fine. Let me bring it over to a bigger window, bigger screen. That's why, because it was off on the bottom. Um, Image mask. Okay, so yeah, it's the same. It should literally be in the same folder, but like on a different drive. The drive letter is different. Trying to commit art. All right, well now in theory that should it should be fixed. Chat should take up the whole screen now. In hypothetically speaking, um, but yeah, before I just like willy nilly open up the game again, I'm trying to like really think what could be the issue because it's happened in Fortnite. Like Fortnite, it kind of makes sense because it's a newer game. It's a newer game, even like on its lowest settings. Um, Even on its lowest settings, be it can kind of push things a little bit. Um, Another thing is there's no like real signs of like, oh, I'm about to crash. Oh no, there's no like spooky signs of that. Like it just kind of happens. It's spontaneous, which is like the most, which is actually really it's honestly really bad because that could mean that could literally mean that like something in this laptop is finally giving out and it's like at its this is like this is it, which would be a nightmare. Because like I do think I have there's another laptop like in the like that's just kind of gathering dust downstairs. It's another Alienware. I think it's like the same year model. It's just larger. It's like a seven. The one I have is like a 15-inch screen. Hi, both of you are saying hi, chat. That's great. Um, but that one, it's missing. It's missing the cable. It's missing the hard drive cable. Um, it was a spare laptop that that the company my friend works at, they were just trying to get rid of them, but the only problem is that it's still locked like the like on the like down to like the motherboard. The last time I tried doing anything, at least that's what he told me. He told me like that like they don't fuck around. So like I don't know if I even have access to that, and I'm pretty sure buying a motherboard for an Alienware would is not a financially sound decision. But I that's like a worst case scenario, and I really hope that's not what's going on here. I mean, I backed everything up. It was all the important shit, so that shouldn't be a. You would never financially recover. No, like literally. um, maybe I should just play like maybe I should just like play something stupid instead. Maybe I should play like Doki Doki Literature Club. I never finished the re-release on Steam. Oh, speaking of Steam, you know, a game I could there are a couple of games that I could play that are just on my Steam library that I could do instead of voices since I'm so spooked. I could do Slay the Princess. Slay the Princess is like one of the best visual novels I've played in a while. Um, Also, I hope you're enjoying just like this fucking Bulborb staring you in the eye, like staring you like into your soul. It was extra funny a couple streams ago when I so I there's like a there's like a chroma key on my on the game capture. So like whenever there's like the color like red or like particularly like magenta on screen, um you would get flashes of this Bulborb like bleeding into the background. And like the last time it happened, it was Armored Core. So you just hear Handler Walters you'd hear Handler Walters like raspy gruff voice completely and utterly undercut by like in the lights, like when you sortie for a mission, like in the red like alarm lights going off, you would just in those lights you would just see this fucking thing. Like it is perfectly placed. So like when the lights flash in that game, you would see like the Bulborb's eyes staring at you. It was actually it was perfect. I could not have orchestrated that better myself. But I think that's enough. That's enough yapping. You came here for video games. Let me get video games going. And I think I will do Slay the Princess. I need to change the stream title though. That's always fun. I love meandering my way all the way to the streamer dashboard and having changing my shit from there. It's so fun. So fun, so fun. Slay the Princess only got 10 viewers. That's a shame. Close that. Oh no, it's not installed. Ah, oh my god, no. No. Shit, I already forgot what drive the games are on. M, right? Alright, I guess I'll try to find something low spec to play in the meantime. Low spec chill game. Low spec chill game. You know, just real chill game like Ultra Kill. No, no. Minesweeper. I don't got Minesweeper. I don't have Uno. Actually, I think I do have Uno. I don't actually, never mind. I don't think it's installed. No, it is here. Well, no, actually, you know what? Um, it probably needs an update itself because Uno on Steam, it just opens up another like Ubisoft. They have their own they have their own whatchamacallit, their own launcher. Um so you buy Uno, you open up Uno. I don't know, bug fixes because no game is perfect. That they're adding, I don't know, maybe they add like Super Uno, who knows. But yeah, so Uno opens up its own launcher, and I don't. They're probably gonna want me to log into, and I don't want to log in for that. So never mind. Oh, that is, that is Uno is actually off the table. That's crazy. I'm terrified of um fucking Among Us. I don't even. Among Us is like extra confusing now because they're like weird ass roles, like engineers and like I don't know what's going on. My little pea brain can't keep up. There's always shadows over loathing. I could always do an I could always do a replay of that because I think there was like an ending I didn't do. The game's already like 30% done, so maybe I could try to like keep rambling on. Maybe that'll work. There's also I could also dick around in like RPG Maker because I because RPG Maker XP was like free for whatever reason. I don't know. Let's see how quick 22 megabytes is. It is very quick, in fact. Yeah, yeah, Dragon's Dogma, who cares? Oops. Oh, I didn't want to log out of Steam. No, god damn it. Alright. You know, let me change my I can change the category for my phone, I'm pretty sure. Oh no, Twitch. Alright, I don't know when that's gonna update, but I changed the stream category to just chatting. You know what I could do? Holy shit, you know what I could do? If I remembered where it was. If I were smart, I would have pinned it to my start, but I didn't. Because I am not. I am many things, but smart is not one of them. Um, it's V something. V. Oh no, I didn't delete it, did I? I wouldn't have any reason to. Hold on. Oh no, maybe I did. Maybe I did. Ah no. Let me see here. OBS. It's VRM. Is it you? It might be this. I might have found it. I don't even know how well this is gonna work because my room is really, really dark, and the only thing illuminating my face is the only thing illuminating my face is my monitors. Oh god, I'm gonna have to log in on this too. Oh yeah, it lost all of them. All right. Ooh, this is gonna suck. I don't remember which one of these. I don't remember which one of these is like the good one. I think it's this one. Loading VR failed. Good. Um, let's try 5-1. That ain't it. Oh god, my eyes. Oh, oh, it shows it. It's showing it already. Oh my god. Oh, that's embarrassing. Oh no. Um, well, it's captured my resting bitch face, pretty faithfully. That's good. Please, I'm begging you. Just let me. All right, fine. Fuck you too. You will get no funny green VTuber today. I hope you weren't looking forward to that because it's not happening. Anyway, let's play slay the princess. We're gonna slay all the princesses. No, I have to change my fucking category back. Some good boy.
I see you have returned to me.
Oh my.
Years mean nothing in the Maw of Forever. I never left your side.
Um, honey, I'm home. Okay. Yeah, I think let me show you what I'm looking at, cause I- this I wasn't expecting this. This actually that low key kind of got me. She's a looker, ain't she? Um, all right, let me like this is since it's a visual novel, I'm not gonna be doing anything other than clicking around. I can lower my chair, recline in my seat a little bit, scooch the mic a bit closer. Scared you, didn't she? I don't even remember. Like this is, I don't think you understand how weird this is because I don't remember where I stopped playing. Like I can't even begin to explain to you what is going on right now. What's going on over here? And we've got some fucked up pixels over here.
More than you have found, but less than there are to find. I am infinite. The rest will find their own way home. She asks that I tell you to remember her.
Um, okay.
You won't.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world. I'm talking about the end of everything as we know it. No more birds, no more trees, and perhaps most problematically of all, no more people. You have to put an end to her.
Okay, but what do you mean by that? How can a princess locked away in a basement end the world?
Don't linger on the specifics. You have a job to do here. Just get in there and do what needs to be done. We're all counting on you.
Do you have any evidence to back
Already on
that
the
up?
path that leads to the cabin.
Source?
Why would you be
Source.
here if it weren't to complete a very important task? You've made it this far, you might as well reach the end of your journey.
Excuse me. I'm a little EP. Not like drop dead tired yet, which is kind of concerning because it's almost 2:30 in the morning. But have you considered that maybe the only reason she's going to end the world is because she's locked up?
While I appreciate the mental exercise, we are running up against a bit of a ticking clock.
Are you sure? Sure about that?
Nevertheless, let me assure you, the princess is locked up because she's dangerous. She is not dangerous because she's locked up.
Okay, but would you win? But would you lose?
And before you decide to waste even more of our time by asking how I know that, let me suggest a more pragmatic lens through which to view this situation. Causality doesn't matter here, because the end result is the same no matter what led us up to this point. If the princess leaves the cabin, the world will end, and there is no changing that.
Uh-huh.
It's no use arguing semantics over a metaphorical chicken or egg, because the egg is hatched and it's about to ruin everything.
That's actually that's a good quote.
Unless, of course, you do your job and
That's a good
slay her.
quote. I like that.
Oh, if only that were the case. But I have to say, I'm surprised at your reluctance thus far. But unfortunately for the both of us, you're the only one who can pull this off. Like I said, I don't make the rules, no matter how much I wish I did.
You know the rules, and so do I. Okay, but have you considered that maybe I'm okay with the world
Of
ending?
course I haven't. Why would I even consider that? Nobody wants the world to end.
This shit ain't nothing to me, man.
I mean, maybe some people do, like nihilists or very, very evil people, but surely you're not one of those, right?
I side-eye the camera. Look, I'm only gonna talk to her, and if she's as bad as you say she is, then maybe I'll slay her. But I'm not committing to anything until I've had my chance to meet her face to face. This is crazy.
Then I guess we'll just have to see what happens.
He is, isn't he?
But a word of warning. If you go in prepared to hear her out, she could easily trap you in her web of lies. And the more you listen to her honeyed words, the harder it'll be to pull yourself out. Then each and every one of us is doomed. So sure, go, talk to her. See how that turns out for all of us.
Okay, yes, but we kind of
Make your way up the
glanced
short
over
path
the
to
whole
cabin.
idea that
You'll
I
find
may
the
or may not be
princess
okay with
within.
that. Proceed. This cabin design looks different.
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air
Something's
is stale
off.
and musty.
You wouldn't be
and
able
the
to tell
floor
if
and
this is your
walls are
first time
painted
seeing
in
any
a
of this,
fine
but something
layer
about
of
this feels
dust.
off.
The only furniture of note is a plain wooden table. Perched on that table is a pristine blade. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right. You take the blade from the table. It it'd be rather difficult to slay the princess and save the world without it.
Yeah. Cursor changed. Got a little knife now. Yeah. Stab. Gotta shank a bitch.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood.
Oh, we love rot.
If the princess really lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor.
What do you
Her
mean?
voice
Rot's cool.
carries
We
up
all
the
love rot.
stairs.
Rot gang, rise up.
Who's there?
Oh my
She
god, that cat
sounds
just fucking jump
dangerous.
scared me. Why are you over
It's
there?
almost as if she's the one in charge down here.
Get the fuck out of here.
Don't let it fool
Grab.
you.
Move.
It's all part of the manipulation.
Go.
Good. You're still listening to reason. You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement.
Why are you going further?
She's so
Why are
coldly
you on my bed?
beautiful.
The fucking bed
Is she
board.
really a threat
Get
to
out,
the
get out,
world?
get away from there.
Focus on the task at hand.
Huh?
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something?
You trying to find out, bitch? You trying to find out? No.
How about you drop the knife and the two of us just talk?
Look how reasonable she's being. We should just drop the blade and talk things out.
I don't like the tone in
Don't
her
you
voice.
dare.
I don't like your tone.
It's fine. We can decide what we want to do after we talk to her. Maybe she really is a monster. Killing someone in cold blood isn't very becoming of us. You ignore the trembling in your hands and tighten your grip on the blade.
You poor thing. Your hands are shaking. Are you scared of me?
My cat is like
Because you should
dangerously
be.
close to my fucking laptop right now. She's gonna step on something. I can feel it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't meow at me, you fuck. You hairy fuck. Don't do it. Yep, there you go. Go. Yep, walk your way back. Come on, go. Keep going. Don't talk back to me. I feed you. There you go. Thank you. I ain't scared of
You
you.
step forward, your grip on the blade tightening as you steel your resolve.
The funny green man doesn't afraid of anything.
I'm probably chained up in this basement for a reason, right? And if that knife is the only weapon you have, you'll have to get close enough to use it. So, you should just drop it. Best not to risk finding out what I can do.
Damn. Yeah.
She's unarmed. If you hesitate now, it'll be too late. End this.
What if she's bluffing? What if she kills us? What if she isn't bluffing? What if she kills us? Are you sure she's not armed? I'm not dropping the blade.
Then I'm not talking to you.
Bitch.
You stare at the princess, squinting. She squints back. The two of you are gonna do this forever, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm sure.
For goodness sake, the two of you can't just stand around like this forever. Eventually, something is going to give, and I highly recommend that you be the one to take the initiative here. Doubt, unfortunately, clouds your thoughts as you attempt to run her through. A moment of distraction and hesitation is all she needed to sidestep your thrust and deliver a catastrophic blow to your jaw.
She really got the wake up dragon punch on me. That's crazy.
It feels like you've been hit with a sledgehammer. You can feel bone grinding on bone where your jaw has been fractured.
What was the frame data on that punch?
Holy shit, that hurts! Though she's unarmed, the shock of that first strike is enough to stagger you, putting you and the princess on somewhat equal footing.
Princess got that jank hitbox.
Your blade slashes through the air again and again, and her fists connect with your body as many times or more, each impact as heavy as that first bone-crushing hit. We can still turn this around.
Hell yeah. Flee and lock her in the basement. Nah, I'd win.
You and the princess stare at each other, both gasping for breath, equally exhausted. You probably won't make it out of here alive, but you can at least make sure that she won't make it out of here either. Excuse me? Do you think this is what I wanted to happen? I have a duty to state the facts of the situation, and honestly, it's a miracle anyone is still standing right now. Can you not feel all those ruptured organs bouncing around in there? If the princess doesn't do our friend in herself, internal bleeding is certain to finish the job.
Oh my god, there's blood on the dagger, the little cursor dagger. There's blood on that dagger too. That's
Two of you
oh
clash
shit.
for the final time.
Got her.
You feel your ribs break as she delivers a heavy blow, but you push through the pain, falling forward and sinking your blade deep into the princess's heart.
Oh.
The two of you fall to the floor.
This was fun.
The princess gasps, her voice an unhealthy rasp.
No, this isn't new to me.
Starts to
It's
fill
in
with
fact I
blood.
think I've gone down this route in
You
particular.
put up more of a fight than I thought you would. But I have to wonder, do you really think this is the end?
But you don't have time to worry over such things. Everything goes dark, and you die.
Oh my god. Oh my god, what are the fucking
Your
odds? Oh my
path
god, I
in
feel
the
stupid.
woods.
Oh my
And
god, I
within
feel
that
so silly. I
path
forgot
is a
about that.
cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
The adversary. Alright.
It hasn't.
This has already
If
happened.
it has, I certainly haven't been a part of it. We've just met for the first time, you and I. If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way. You know I can hear you, right? It's going to be a lot harder than you think to keep secrets from me. That's fine. It doesn't matter if he can hear us. The only thing that matters is marching up to that cabin and winning.
Hell yeah.
That's
Hoorah.
the spirit. There's no point in squabbling when the real threat is just up that hill.
Let's assume I'm telling the truth and all of this really did happen. Why should I listen to you? Why should I bother doing anything?
Those are two very different questions, but fine. I'll indulge you if that's what it takes to get you moving. Let's say for a moment that this really is the second time you've met me, or at least a version of me. If you're back here, I'm assuming you died, which probably only happened because you didn't listen to me. We did our best with the information we were given, and we did kill her.
This is true.
And yet you still died, didn't you? So congratulations. You've been given another chance to actually do this right. And I believe your other question was something along the lines of, oh, what's the point of doing anything? If you're asking that, it sounds to me like you're making the rather dangerous assumption that your actions last time around didn't have any consequences. What do you mean? Of course there weren't any consequences. We killed the princess killed us, and now everyone's right back where they started. That sounds pretty consequence-free to me.
It's like it never fucking happened in the first place.
Yes, but in this purely hypothetical scenario, that begs the question of how you got back here. Did time simply rewind itself, or were you instead transported to a different world entirely?
We got isekai'd, holy
If you
shit.
failed to slay the princess, what would have happened to everyone in the place you left?
You get isekai'd, but instead of getting hit by a truck, you get stabbed. You get your entire body fucking eviscerated by a princess.
Nothing. else matters.
I'm sure someone's into that.
I couldn't agree more. The cabin and your destined confrontation with the princess awaits. Just be quick about it.
Let's talk about the princess, because what the fuck is going on here?
Like I said, if she killed you, it was probably because you didn't listen to me. Don't talk to her, don't trust her.
I need to read
just
off that
go in,
dialogue
do your
options more,
job, and save
because
the
you know, I
world.
don't know if you're only listening to my voice right now, or if you're in chat, if you're like actually watching stream. I don't know what's going on. Maybe you're already falling asleep. Maybe my nighttime sleepy voice is actually working, which would be kind of crazy. All she did last time around was beat me to death. That's crazy. Crazy how do you just admit that? I mean, shit, it's the truth, but you know. Just quote you from last time around, she's just a princess. Why was she strong enough to beat me to death with her bare hands?
She is just a princess. Whatever you think happened to you last time, just get it out of your head before you get to the cabin, and you'll be fine. Oh, this is maddening. Why do you keep asking questions? There's
'Cause I just
nothing
got
wrong
beat
with
to
getting
death.
the full picture of what's going on here.
Wouldn't you ask questions if you just got your ass kicked in that
It's wasting time and energy that would be better spent fighting.
Who locked her in the basement? What is this place? Or you're being cagey. What aren't you telling me?
People locked you in
People?
that basement.
Okay.
I told you what this place is. It's a path in the woods. Don't overcomplicate things.
Uh-huh. If people locked her away, why couldn't they slay her? Why is this falling on me?
Look, I'm not supposed to say this, but it's because you're special.
Uh-huh.
You're the only person capable of doing this. Call it a prophecy, if that helps, but it's just the way things are. Oh, I didn't know we were special. Yeah,
Oh, he bought it.
I like the sound of that.
Wow, he just bought that shit. That's
Of course
crazy.
you're special. Why else would you be here? I've told you everything you need to know. Going into more detail.
You're being
would just
cagey by
overcomplicate
that's
an
if you
otherwise
wanted to know
very
what
simple
option I just
situation
chose.
and make your job more difficult. What else would we even need to know? We've got all the reason we need for a rematch.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly. The less you know about her, the better.
Uh-huh. Alright, that's all, I guess. I guess.
Great. Now, if you don't mind, the whole world is waiting with bated breath for you to save it from ruin.
Turn around and leave. Alright, let's just go to the cabin. Let's get this over with.
A warning before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says. Lying and cheating doesn't sound like her at all. Not that it matters. It's not like she can lie or cheat in the middle of a fight. Are you sure about that? The point of my warning wasn't to start an argument over what circumstances the princess is capable of lying in. It was to give you some broadly applicable advice. The princess will do and say whatever she thinks it will take to get her out of there. So don't trust her. Ever. Are we clear? Crystal, let's just get on with it already.
And then we proceed into the cabin yet again. And hopefully we'll walk out with our bones intact.
The cabin is tighter than its exterior would suggest. Its cold stone walls press in on you, as if trying to forcefully direct you towards your destination. The only furniture of note is a black iron altar with a pristine blade perched on its edge. See? Even the cabin has the right idea. Let's get moving. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
You didn't say anything about the mirror on the
That's
wall.
because there isn't a mirror. There's the altar, the blade sitting on the altar,
New cabin
and the
just
door to
dropped.
the basement. There's nothing else in here. There's definitely a mirror. There isn't. You already wasted so much time in the woods. Who even cares if there's a mirror?
I care about whether I'm being lied to. I care. I want to look at it. I want to look at myself. I want to see how handsome I am. You're right. It doesn't matter. Remain silent.
As do I. I'm not lying to you. Use your eyes. There is no mirror. Why would I lie about something so meaningless? What good would a mirror even do? Let you waste time preening yourself instead of doing what needs to be done.
This whole cabin is different from last time.
Very different. Maybe that's because you haven't actually been here. I hope this means you'll finally drop that ridiculous past life nonsense. You haven't died, and you certainly haven't been killed by the princess.
Are you sure about that?
So focus up. The world is depending on you.
Mm-hmm.
You take the blade from the altar. It would be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon. You walk up to the wall next to the basement door. It's a wall. There isn't much to see here. This really isn't funny.
Wipe the mirror clean and
Reach forward and rub
gone.
your hand against the cabin wall. I hope you know how ridiculous you look right now. But it was there a second ago. And now it's gone, so all of us can stop arguing about it and get to fighting.
Go down in the basement again.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a rough stone staircase, its walls pressing at your sides and tightening as you descend. The air seeping from below is heavy and oppressive, with an almost sulfuric odor to it. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor. Her fierce voice carries up the stairs.
Is that another challenger? Finally. It's been ages since I've had a good fight.
This isn't what she sounded like last time. Her voice is a little deeper, almost threatening. Good. Sounds like my kind of princess. As much as I appreciate the enthusiasm, just make sure you don't let your bloodlust get to your head. You need to stay focused and
Mother,
keep your
I
wits
crave
about
violence.
you. Remember, you're here to slay the princess, not to have a good fight. As you descend the final step, the form
Big
of the
lady.
princess comes into view. A large
Big
shackle
lady.
leading from her wrist to the basement wall. Looks like she could rip those chains out of the wall without a second thought.
Oh, it's you again. I've been hoping you'd find your way back here. Good to see that death doesn't stick for either of us. And you brought your little knife, too. Yes.
Oh.
I'm going to have fun breaking you into little pieces.
Oh. I hope you heard all that, Mr. Narrator. This is a lot different than last time. But last time it definitely happened. So you do remember me. I'm not saying I'm not here to fight, but I think the two of us have a few things to unpack first, like how we're both still alive. Slay the princess. You know, this time around I'm kind of leaning towards this option, but I mean,
Okay, fine. Let's say for a moment I believe you. For all we know, whatever happened to you last time was just a fluke, and beyond that, do you know who doesn't remember anything that happened last time? Me. I don't remember what happened last time.
sounds like a skill issue.
Are you okay? Of course I'm not okay. As far as we're all concerned, the fate of my world is still very much on the line. Not all of us have the luxury of jumping over to a parallel universe the second we die.
Have you tried? Oh, this is attack the princess now. Oh dear. Alright. I don't know what happened to you since last time we went, but I am not fighting a giant demon lady. Now I'm leaning towards that option. But at the same time, I'm like low-key kind of afraid that the moment I turn around, she's gonna like break the chains and fucking turn my skull into pulp. I feel like that's gonna be the outcome regardless. From what I remember of this game. So you know, carpe diem and all that. YOLO.
Finally ready to complete your destined task,
You
you
only
launch off the
YOLO
wet
once.
stone floor of the basement and catapult yourself headlong towards the princess. Here we go. Let's make this count. Oh, we'll make it count all right. As you bridge the gap, your blade slashes across the princess's chest, splitting skin and drawing a jagged line of bright red blood. But she's unfazed by your onslaught. Her expression barely changes as her fist collides with your ribs, cracking them like twigs and driving you right back down to the basement floor. You can hear her chains snap
Oh,
as you
and there it
struggle
is,
to
yeah.
recover from the impact. She almost looks disappointed in us. Why is she disappointed in us?
Because we just got fucking folded.
You don't actually get it, do you? That knife may be sharp, but you clearly don't want to kill me.
What the fuck?
It's not fun if you hesitate. It's not fun if you try to trick me and make me bleed out. It's only fun if you go straight for the heart. You need to put everything you have into seeing me dead. Or what's the point? So don't be afraid. Don't hesitate. Kill me.
Kill
Don't
me,
let her
do
get
it,
in
come
your head.
on.
Reincarnation
I'm right
or
here,
not,
do it,
this
kill me.
world needs you to win. She's huge, but that probably means she's slower than us. Take it slow, think it through, and don't panic. Bleeding her out is our best course of action.
That's very incorrect. I
Don't
do
listen
not
to
think.
them. She understands something that they don't. The only way to win, the only way out of this is through her.
Honestly, at this point, he's low key kind of he's low key kind of right.
If that's your plan, then that's your plan. Push off the ground, ignoring the pain in your ribs as you charge at the princess once more. You can feel flesh give way before a sudden
Goddamn.
impact blunts your momentum, your weapon tightly lodged in the bone of her arm. She grins at you from behind her guard. Pull it out. We'll try a different angle.
I don't think that's happening, bud.
No, we can do this. Just keep pushing. We're not gonna win if our weapon's stuck in her arm. You pull back on the blade's hilt, doing your best to free
We're
it
about
from
to
its
die.
sinewed prison. But as you tug the blade free, the princess
is.
slams
Well,
you down
chat,
onto
it's
her
over.
knee.
Chat, it's a fucking Jover.
Collides with your ribs, and you feel them splinter, cracking like wet wood from the impact. And you find yourself in midair, effortlessly tossed across the room.
Whee! Whee!
You hit the floor, your ribs
Where's
complaining
the
painfully.
knife? We've got the
You
knife.
can feel the hilt in your grip. You still have your weapon. You push yourself off the ground and attack the princess, trying to bait an opening. You do your best to outplay her, slashing out and leaving red cuts in the tattered remains of her white dress. But you have little room to maneuver. For every glancing blow you manage to land, she slams you against the wall in retaliation, each impact threatening to be the last.
You know, someone is having like a time of their life right now.
Dance isn't working. Just toughen up and overpower her.
Someone's reading this and they're like, yeah.
Just throwing us around like a ragdoll. Think overpowering her is a little out of the question.
Did you think you could stop me with a few cuts? All this dancing around is doing nothing but annoying me. I own this
What
place.
the fuck?
And I own you.
Okay, sure. What the
As his
fuck?
arm shoots forward, her palm wrapping around your head, fingers gripping your skull.
How disappointing.
She squeezes, the pressure unbearable as her fingers dig into your scalp. The last thing you hear is the unsettling crack of your
Jesus
skull
Christ. Oh my
and the
lord.
sickening churn of what was your grey matter. Everything goes dark, and you die.
Holy shit. Chapter 3, okay.
You're on a path in the wood. If you weren't so damned afraid of what she'd do to you, we wouldn't have died back there. Fear is good. Fear keeps us alive. We died because you didn't have enough of it. So what? You'd have us cower in a corner? No, but that
New
place
voice.
suits her better than it suits
New
us.
schizophrenic
She's
voice in my
big.
head just
We
dropped.
can't hope to find holes and openings down there. We need more room if we're going to survive.
That's
Are you
not funny. I
suggesting
should have
luring
laughed
her
at.
into the woods? Do you have any idea how dangerous that would be? If you lose sight of her, if she manages to slip away, that's it. Game over for everyone, yourself included. Are you not challenging us on all the looping? Have you known about it the whole time? Are you the same one we've been talking to since the beginning? Sorry to disappoint what I'm sure must feel like a grand revelation, but that's not what's going on here. We've never met. Then what is going on? What's going on is that you'd only be saying the things you've been saying if you'd already been here, and if you'd already seen things you weren't supposed to have seen. It doesn't matter. We could go in circles forever. I don't like staying still for too long. Let's get to the cabin, see this through.
Mm-hmm.
It's good to know that at least one of you is still capable of reason. We may have the same destination, but we're not the same. You are still an other, and I don't trust you. Well, fortunately,
Shame.
you have an entire trip through the woods to reconsider that.
I don't think that's what that.
There's nothing to reconsider.
Matters.
We're all for violence here. Are we? I haven't signed off on anything yet. Violence is the answer here, but the method is equally important to the act. You can't let her leave the cabin.
Is Kylie still around? I think she'd find this entertaining.
All just circles. Instinct tells me we need space, and I trust instinct. Nothing else to say. Not for me.
We haven't talked about how we haven't talked enough about how different this place is. I wouldn't call these woods. It's like her influence is poured out into the world. What if I don't agree with the plan? What if I'd rather do something else? No matter what no matter what happens next, it seems like all of our answers are in the cabin. We might as well see this through. Yeah.
It isn't long before you find yourself at the end of the path, staring up the hill at the cabin. I hope you've given serious thought to your predicament.
Nope.
No last advice for us? No words of warning? From what I gather, you've heard it all before. There's no use screaming into the wind.
Have you tried?
I don't know. Screaming sounds pretty good right about now. I could use a little catharsis.
See, he knows what's up.
Catharsis is for when we're finished. For now, we need to hold it out in front of us. Something to chase.
Mm-hmm.
The interior of the cabin is suffocatingly tight, more of a glorified tunnel than a building. Its stone walls squeeze against your sides, leaving you no choice but to press forward. The only furniture of note is an iron altar jutting out from the wall. A pristine blade
And he's
perched
not
on
gonna
its
say
edge.
anything about the mirror this time
The
either.
blade is your implement. You'll need it if you're going to do this right. See? We have even less space than before. We need space or she'll kill us. And the only space is out there. Take it. Maybe maybe it'll go away again. For something to go away, it would have to be there to begin with. And let me assure you, there's no mirror here. The only thing at the end of the room is the door to the basement. No use
Right.
arguing. Mirror or not, we need to be there. The why we pick doesn't matter. I agree with the freak. Let's get a move on already. If worst comes to worst, we can smash it. You take the blade from the altar. It would be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon.
Why gotta be a dagger? Why can't it be like
There's no
a
overcoming her
sword, like
without
a
it.
princess killing
We
sword
need
or
every
something?
part of us to survive, and that steel claw is as
Flaming
much a part of us as any.
Death sword killing princesses. But no, we
Step
got a
forward and
little
approach
dinky
the door to
knife.
the basement, hesitating before you open it, as if you don't see it. You're rather committed to the bit, aren't you? The door's right there, it's right in front of you. This really is just like last time. It smells of nothing, yet it's still there. You bring your fist crashing down against the door leading to the basement. It swings open, scraping against the floor as it reveals the dim path ahead. Why am I not surprised? It was in our way, and now it's not. That's all that matters. Before you is what may as well be a sheer cliff face. There are enough footholds that you'll be able to clamber your way to the bottom, but it will require careful effort.
Sweet baby Jesus.
The air hissing up from below is warm and wet, like the breath of an enemy locked in close quarters.
Ew.
If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. Her voice, bold and fierce and impatient, echoes from the chamber below.
Do you have more fight in you than last time? That was such a disappointing show. I know you can do better than that.
Goad her, rile her up. If she's angry, she'll make mistakes.
Uh-huh.
You've nowhere to go but down. You start the difficult journey, gripping the stone, lowering yourself foot by grueling foot. But soon, there is solid ground beneath you. Remember, every crack and crevice will need to be faster than her. You turn
Oh,
to
my
face
sweet
what
baby
lies
has
at the
its-
end of the narrow tunnel.
Oh my lord.
The princess, imposing and tightly muscled, grins back at you from the darkness. Her face widens into a broad grin.
There you are, knife in hand. How thrilling. Attack me, bleed me, twist the blade in my
Again,
flesh.
someone's having the time of their
Break your
life right
bones
now.
against
Someone
my
has
body. I want a
someone
real
has read this and
challenge
they just went nuts. They
Come
went
get that
ballistic.
close. She'll kill us in the tight space, steel claw or not. Make her come to us, stand beyond her chains, and let her become frenzied. She'll break them. Then we run. I really don't like the sound of this. It's the only way we live.
Well, what are you waiting for? If we're gonna do this right, you can't be scared. You need to want this as much as I do. So go on. Make the first move. Don't keep me waiting.
Fuck it, we
Change
ball.
of plans, boys. Impatient. This is her home, not ours. You're going to let her kill us. You charge headlong into the princess, blade flashing in the dim light of the basement.
Yes, 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 yes! Finally, you get it!
You
For a moment,
please calm down,
scales
lady.
feel balanced, each of you inflicting debilitating wounds on the other, striking in a dizzying synchronicity. But it isn't long before they tip in her favor. cuts and bruises he's inflicted seem little more than superficial, barely so much as slowing her down as she continues her onslaught. You, in contrast, are finding it harder to stand as your body gradually becomes less responsive, less powerful, less stable. You can tell she's trying to make it last, but all it would take is one meaningful strike. The coup de grace.
The coup de grace.
This was good, but you could have been so much better. I'm beyond you now.
Here it comes.
And then there
I'll see
comes a
you on
giant
the other
fist.
side.
But the other side doesn't come. Nor will it ever. It's time for you to leave. Emily
She's gone.
returns.
Where did she go? Should we try and find her? And there's that mirror again. Why is it here? Why now?
It's just me, bro. It's going to be okay. Just trust me. We've been here before, and you always get scared.
But it feels so bad. Like looking into it right now is going to be the end of everything. That thing reeks of death. Screw the mirror. We just need to find the princess.
And see you on the other side. It's going to be okay. Well, that's... I don't know about all of you, but... It's the end for you, but not for me.
What is that supposed to mean? Whatever awful thing I felt before, it feels so much worse now. Death. Real death. Screw that. This can't be the end. It just can't.
Gaze into your reflection. Silence as you reach forward. They're gone again. The mirror always makes them leave, but you need to see what's in it. You've grown. You find yourself in the long quiet once again. Proceed to the cabin. You are at the cabin.
Flickering lights in empty cityscapes become pockets of vitality and movement. I am more than I was before. Whenever you are ready, I will wipe your slate clean once again.
There is a lot here. What does it feel like to change like this?
Eyes close in reflection. Perspectives meld together, and the breadth of my experience stretches to new corners. There are contradictions, conflicts in my nature, and there are familiarities that bind everything together. It feels correct. This is what I need to be. This is the only path forward.
When this is all done, do you know what you want to do?
With every gift you bring me, I excavate the alleys of what I am meant to be, and every exploration yields new and complicated truths. What I will be is different than what I am, and what I am is different from what I was. I cannot tell you what desires I will hold when I have changed. But in this moment, All I want is to know myself and to know you. This one yearns to grow and struggle. Even now I feel a will pushing against mine, not realizing that we are one. She will make for a fierce heart. Do not mourn her. We will provide her with the growth she fought for.
What do you feel about me? The vessels I've been bringing you, I've hurt them.
The vessels are shaped by memories of you, but they are drawn to the edge of the long quiet. To them you are a gate to something more, and you are something more than that, too. But they are only thoughts and perspectives. They are not me. The wounds they've suffered carve texture around my heart. Without them, I would be as I was before. I would be alone and without sensation. I could not feel the joy of having you by my side, for I would not know your absence. I will long for your return, but it will give me time to reflect on what I am.
Okay, nerd.
We will meet again.
Everything goes dark, and you die.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of
Alright. It has been an hour. It's 3:11. And I'm actually fucking tired now. Which was the goal. The goal of these late night streams is to actually get me to be tired enough to, you know, go eat me without any without any trouble. Just trying to tire myself out. And it's worked. I am tired. I want to sleep. So that's enough of that for tonight. I don't know how much more of this I'll like actually, you know, play on stream. But it's a good game. It's a good weird trippy experience that if you have the time, I don't know how much it costs right now on Steam, but if you after that like hour of gameplay in air quotes, and you have like a bunch of weird questions like what the fuck is going on, and you really gotta know, my thing is, if something really looks that interesting to you, then go for it. Go if you have the means to do it, go buy that game. Can't buy the game, go find a let's play. There's probably someone out there who's done like every bit of content this game has to offer. And like, if you like commentary, there's probably someone doing silly commentary like I do. If you don't like commentary and you just want the game's content, I can guarantee you there's at least someone out there doing that too. But yeah, something all the streamer content creator bullcrap. Like and subscribe, comment, follow. You know the drill. You've heard it a million times. But above that, thank you for stopping by. And with that, I bid you adieu.